Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, that was a little pick me. Anyways, I'm super excited to be here to shoot another video because the last video was like super fun to make, and I got to talk about my favorite book. And I don't think that's gonna be the last time, there's gonna be many more. So today I'm here to talk about another favorite book of mine. Yes, I don't have my Ugly Love and November 9 book over here, so I won't talk about it. Not that I say November 9 is my favorite. Ugly Love is my second favorite. But I'm going to talk about my third favorite book, and that is none other than Miss Verity. No, I do not like Miss Verity. No, she is just not it. But Verity. And now that I know what the meaning of the cover is, it's just traumatizing for me to look at. I just feel super sad. But here I am to talk about Verity. Verity is not just a romance book, it is a psychological thriller. And the romance is not so very romantic, it's creepy to say the least. We have our three main characters, Miss Lowen, who I totally do not care about, and Mr. Jeremy. Why am I calling them Miss and Mr.? I have no idea. I'll stop that. But okay, we have Jeremy. And then last but not least, we have Miss Verity. The book just starts off at like a crazy pace. Like, I don't know what's happening. Why is there so much blood? Why is there a dead person? It's just uneasy. It just leaves you feeling a little scared, to say the least. So yeah, on getting this book, I knew what I was going to get myself into. I went into it anyway. Miss Colleen Hoover, she just did it again. I almost enjoy the parts with Jeremy and Lowen until I don't know, I deep down I just wish that he was wearing the wedding ring because like his wife died or something. But no, he was like, she was alive. She was very much alive, to say the least. But no, I'm not saying it that way. I would have like, I felt like there was just like so much going wrong with it. Okay, the attraction, okay, I can say, okay, that's fine to some point. But the fact that Lowen was literally thirsting over Jeremy, it just made me super uncomfortable because, I don't know, that was not it. But okay, so Lowen is the kind of girl, like, she is going through a lot. Like, her parent just died, there's a debt and everything, and Miss Girl has to pay bills. So God opened one door for her, and that was into Jeremy's house, like literally into Jeremy's house. And yeah, there's a lot of fate connections. On finishing the book, I don't feel like there was anything like that. I feel like it was also scripted, but like, it's a book, it is written. What is there to be scripted? But that's not it. Anyways, I'm gonna like try not to spoil anything in the book as I talk about it, and that's why I feel like I'm having a hard time talking about the book because there's just so much I want to dive into. But like, okay, I just calm down for a while. When I talk about Lowen, I feel like she's super immature. She doesn't know what she's doing, and like, she's not she's not a main character one could feel as like a role model or anything like that. She's just there. She's just doing something. She's just getting scared all the time. I feel like the reason why she was so afraid of whatever that was haunting her was because she was doing something wrong, and if you do something wrong, karma is gonna come back at you. So that was like super understandable for me. Like, whatever Lowen had coming at her, she deserved that completely. And when it comes to Jeremy, I don't know if I want to sympathize with him, or do I just want to close my eyes to like whatever he's like got himself into, or like, I don't know why he pulled Lowen into it too. But Lowen isn't the best person, so it's fine, I guess. So the book was like divided into two parts. There was like not divided literally, there was like parts of a manuscript as well as the story that was going on. And to say that I was least bothered about the story, I feel like the story was like just super boring for me. I didn't care about the story. I feel like I was not interested at all in the story. I just wanted to know what was written in the manuscript. Like, Lowen, stop thinking we do not want your commentary, just get into the manuscript. I don't care about anything else. And Miss Girl just took her time. She was like dilly-dallying around and took like, I feel like the whole book was just Lowen with her unnecessary blabbering and unnecessary thirsting over Jeremy, when the manuscript was the actual highlight. Just talk about the manuscript only. But yeah, the manuscript, as creepy and crazy as it was, I feel like at the beginning of the manuscript, it was a little. I felt like I related to it in the most scariest ways possible. Like I'm not the kind of person who's excited to have children in the future. So like whatever Verity was saying, I was kind of relating to it. I was like, I get you, girl. Same. Until I didn't. Until she was like doing the most weirdest, craziest, creepiest stuff possible. Like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. And yeah, that was scary. Yeah, that was traumatizing. The way she just dived into whatever she was saying, she made sure to give every detail possible about whatever she did, and I was not ready for that. I was traumatized. I was sad. I wanted to cry. I felt bad. I knew who to feel bad for, but I don't know the whole truth of it, so I was just sad. But I read somewhere that Verity writing the manuscript, if it was supposed to be training for her writing, then how did Colleen Hoover write the book? I read that somewhere, and that's just left me uneasy throughout. So I'm team manuscript all the way. Harper and Chaston, that's her name. I don't know. They didn't deserve a terrible mother like Verity. They didn't deserve to like get into such a crazy family like this. And I wish Verity didn't give birth to those kids. Like, they deserved so much better, and this was, I feel like they had the most traumatizing childhood possible. When we come into Jeremy's and Lowen's, whatever that was happening in between them, it was super creepy for me to read, because I did not enjoy the fact that his wife was at home bedridden and they were doing whatever. They were doing this whatever love thing they had going on, and it was just awful for me to read. I was not like, oh, they're the perfect ship. No, they were disgusting. Stop it. I did not enjoy it at all. I was super uneasy reading their parts, but like I feel like Jeremy is a nice guy and he's all chill and all, like, was okay. As long as he doesn't talk, he's fine. Lowen was just awful to me. Why was she thirsting over Jeremy? Why was she so determined to bring Verity down? Like, girl, it's none of your business. Just get the F out of the house. Just leave. Just don't come back. If you find something creepy, leave the house. Take it as your chance to leave. I don't know why she chose to stay. Like in every other horror movie possible, they go by the most haunted house possible. That's what Miss Lowen was doing. She stayed there. She wanted Jeremy so badly that she stayed there. The worst part for me was when Lowen was sad. Jeremy asked, because like she was scared, so Jeremy was like, I'll put locks for you in front of your door, because like of her sleepwalking thingy. I don't know how to feel about that. I was scared, to say the least. Like, what was that? No. How do you let a strange man put a lock in front of your bedroom door? The whole bedroom belongs to them. The whole house belongs to them. Run. Like, no. That was very, very scary for me to read. And of course, they get locked in. And when I say they, I mean they. And why is there a they? So that was scary for me to read as well. I feel like Harper must have had the most traumatizing childhood possible. I don't know. The book was just completely scary for me to read. I don't think I can reread this book. I want to like move on and like act like I didn't read this book ever, because it was scary, but it was fun. It was a nice experience for me, because I felt nice reading this book. This book had a lot of unpredictable scenes, and everything was like another level. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen next, and I was super entertained reading this book. But I spent the whole day reading this book with the most uncomfortable expressions and disturbing everyone else at home. Like, they were so annoyed. They were like, why are you reading the book like this whole time, and why do we have to see your expressions? And I was like, I don't know what to say. If I keep this book down, I won't be able to sleep for weeks. So I should finish the book, and I finished the book. and I felt super empty. That stupid letter Verity wrote, if it wasn't there, I would have felt so much better. And whatever Jeremy and Rowan did to Verity, it's between y'all and God, even if y'all are fictional characters. That was the worst thing possible. Like, I don't feel like anyone has the right to do that to anyone. I don't even know what to say. I'm just disturbed because they did it as a power couple kind of situation. Let's go do that. Let's go cover it up. That was just super uncomfortable and weird for me to read. So I was just pretty upset by that. Overall, this book, it deserves a freaking 5 out of 5 from me, and it's a special book. I'm gonna wait for 2 years where I can completely forget the book and go back into it and read it and get scared. This is one of the first books that I've annotated, at least parts where like Verity was talking about how difficult it was for her with the whole pregnancy situation. I was like, even I don't know how I was relating to it, even though I have no idea about it. I was like, it's okay, girl, all this depression and all these feelings are valid, you are valid. I don't know how I stand Verity and how she turned out to be. I feel like I don't have proper judgment. I think I was so focused on hating Lowen that I did not expect Verity to be that way. This book is a psychological thriller and I got into it, and I did not have to roll into a chapter to know that it was a psychological thriller. From page 1 itself, I've been on edge reading this book. Whenever I think of this book, I just feel super depressed. I don't know who to feel bad for. I wish Verity got help. If they were here IRL, I'd just get them all tickets to go to therapy. Like, I don't know, especially the kids. And the most scariest person in this book, other than Verity, was their son. I don't know what his name is, Tom, Timothy, I don't know, whatever. He was so scary to me. I was like so creeped out in every scene he was. But they've got some answering to do when the kid starts talking, because the kids seen too much. Overall, this book was amazing. I feel super uneasy talking about this book because it's a scary book and it just leaves you feeling gloomy and scared, and there are parts where you would like feel really bad reading, so like search up the trigger warnings, because this book is traumatizing to say the least. But this book was actually the most fun I've had in a while. I was actually going through a very sad time, so I wanted something to take, like, to keep my mind at peace, and this just brought chaos to me, but that's okay. It's like I'm used to that. But this book was amazing. It was perfect. It was scary, and I feel like I'd choose this book over any other kind of horror movie kind of situation, because this book is it. It will leave you sleepless for nights. I wish the book was a little bigger. Like, I don't like the size of the book. I feel like it's a little too tiny for me. Like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. But yeah, it's nice, it's perfect, it's scary, and I had a wonderful ride reading this book, and I hated Lowen throughout. I wasn't a big fan of Jeremy, and Verity needed help. I hope whatever was written was fake, because that was scary. But overall, I feel like people should like stop obsessing over Jeremy and Lowen, if there are people, because that wasn't it. That relationship was just built on utter creepiness, so I don't know what that was about. But yeah, this book was amazing and it was perfect. It is not my comfort book, but it is the coolest book ever, and I enjoyed it throughout. I feel like this book is going to be the first step towards a psychological thriller books for me, but that's not important. I don't think any book can spook me like Verity did, and I did not know Colleen Hoover was capable of making such books, so I was shocked. But it was fun. It was a nice read. Oh, and another important thing that I wanted to talk about. I might look gloomy right now. That's because I'm talking about this book. I'm just very creeped out by this book, but that's okay. So another thing that I wanted to talk about was in the initial stage of romance between Verity and Jeremy. It was like super cool to me. I enjoyed it. It was my comfort space till it wasn't, but it was super nice and I enjoyed their parts a lot. And this very line just keeps me on edge when Verity asks Jeremy, is your love for them more intense than your love for me? I didn't know how to feel. I just wanted to comfort Verity for like, why is she okay? Does she need help? I just wanted to give her a hug till I wanted to stay completely far away from her. But I it was a nice book. It was amazing. Verity, I feel like, you know how people would make excuses for their bad boy. I feel like I almost made excuses for Verity till she just got out of hand for me and I couldn't do anything. But overall, this is an amazing book and it was fun to read and I completely enjoyed it. It's my third favorite book and I can't wait to read more Colleen Hoover books. So, till then, bye bye.